Welcome back, folks. Wednesday gave us exactly what bulls wanted, with SPY and QQQ pushing to fresh all-time highs and keeping this insane rebound alive. But under the surface, the rally still came with some tension as Bitcoin lagged. The dollar and yields hovered near possible turning points, and several important charts kept coiling right into make-or-break territory. In any case, there's a lot to talk through here, so let's get into what we're seeing in the charts. But real quick before we do, if you're new here, welcome to today's stock market summary. And please note that none of this is buying or selling advice. We're just calling what we see happening in the charts as things develop. And looking at the divergence today, even with the DIA lagging a bit.
The Dow.
Yeah, before putting in a solid recovery, it feels like equities are just sprinting to the finish line. But the US dollar is resting exactly halfway down the track.
Halfway is the perfect way to put it, honestly. I mean, while the SPY and QQQ have completely erased their recent losses, the dollar has only given back about half of its upward surge.
So it's sitting right at that critical 50% retracement level.
Exactly. And if the dollar finds a floor here and bounces, well, that headwind returns in full force for equities.
Yeah, a total momentum killer.
Right. But despite that looming macro risk, we are seeing massive coiling energy in individual names. Take Airbnb, ticker ABNB.
Oh, that chart has been wild.
It really has. It spent weeks trapped in this tight symmetrical triangle, basically, buyers and sellers fighting to a standstill. But today, it finally shattered that upper resistance and broke out strongly.
Huge move.
It was.
But looking at the economic data today, it was, well, a pretty mixed bag.
Oh, absolutely. On one hand, manufacturing showed unexpected life. The New York Fed's survey actually jumped to a positive 11.0 this month.
But housing is just dying under these mortgage rates.
Yeah, hitting a 7-month low of 34. But the reality is the market completely ignored the housing drag today.
So what was the real fuel then?
Strong bank earnings, proving the financial sector is resilient, plus a huge sigh of relief regarding U.S.-Iran negotiations. The market is pricing in lower geopolitical risk.
Which means less fear of a massive oil shock.
Right. You can actually see that relief in the crude oil chart. It took a hard intraday dive today, but buyers rushed in so aggressively, they pushed the price right back up.
Leaving a long tail on the chart.
Yeah, a classic hammer reversal candlestick. It signals that sellers are exhausted, so a turn higher might be coming.
Okay, but wait. If risk appetite is this high, why is Bitcoin lagging instead of leading the charge? That makes me kind of anxious.
It's definitely the glaring divergence right now. I mean, Bitcoin is technically up 0.68% today, but it feels incredibly lethargic.
Just dragging its feet.
Exactly. It's testing that rising support trend line we mentioned yesterday, the floor holding its uptrend. If it cracks below that line, its failure to join the stock rally becomes a major red flag.
Wow, okay. And what about the metals?
Well, traditional defensive assets are confirming that geopolitical fear is draining out. Gold dropped over 1% today, and silver slipped 0.28%.
Both are sitting in bear flags.
They're clearly losing out to risk-on assets.
So we're looking at a market that is incredibly powerful, but resting on a very uneasy foundation. Equities are at fresh records, but you have these underlying tensions. And here is a thought I want you to mull over tonight. Bond yields are currently sitting in bull flag patterns, meaning they're resting before a potential push higher. If those flags resolve upward, can SPY and QQQ sustain these historic highs, or is a harsh collision inevitable?
That is the defining question for the days ahead. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll catch you in tomorrow's market summary.